Kim Clijsters, after losing her first set of these championships, turns it around and defeats a game Li Na in 3 sets to earn her first Australian Open title and clutch the beautiful Daphne Ackhurst Memorial Cup for the first time. And Kim joins us now out here. Kim, congratulations. Of your 4 major titles, this was the first one you had to recover after losing the opening set. What was your thought process and what was the turnaround factor for you?
I mean, that first set, I didn't have a feeling that I was playing badly. I think I just got overpowered and on every aspect of on the game. I mean, she was serving better, she was returning better, she was hitting, her ground strokes a lot heavier and faster than I was. And so I kind of was like, okay, what can I do to try and, make this still go my way? And I tried to mix it up a little bit, slice a little bit, and put some higher, topspin shots in there. And she missed a couple of times, and I think that made her think as well.
Where did the inspiration come from to add more variety? We talk about your straightforward power game plan. It really wasn't that from the second set on. No.
I mean, that wasn't going to work today. I mean, I felt very. I felt that I was hitting well, but she was, even in the cross court rally, I always knew that she had a really good backhand and that she can really open up the court with that backhand shot. But even with her forehand, she was just cutting into the court and just going down the line unexpectedly, cross court just at a very high speed, and it was going really fast, and so I had to run a lot of balls down today.
Kim, 10 years of getting to major finals. What kind of experience did that give you tonight, playing Li Na, playing her first time in a match like this?
I mean, you never know what to expect. I mean, when I went out there, I expected the best, Li Na to come out there. I wasn't going to think about, is she going to be nervous? Is she going to be overwhelmed by the whole emotion of probably having, the whole of Asia behind her and the pressure from that? I expected, okay, I'm going to expect the best Li Na out there.
This now the second set, obviously crucial for you to turn things around in the second. How did you do it?
Just I think a little bit of variety and hang in. I really hung in there, and I was able to, like that shot, just win a couple of really long and intense points, and she made a few unforced errors, and I was able to just really, I think, a little bit get in her head a little bit as well, because I saw that she got a little bit aggravated by, by little things, and she started complaining to a few things to the umpire. And
she sure did. Did you know you kind of had her at that point?
No, but that's when I know, okay, she's not comfortable out there, and she's not feeling, because she wasn't doing that in the first set, and then you feel that it's something that you have to try and not focus too much on. You want to try and play well, but. It is a feeling where you can say, okay, hang in there and then try to make her make that extra shot every time.
The feeling, you just mentioned the feeling. Having never secured a last point in a major, you've done it now 4 times. Today was pretty emotional.
Very, very emotional. Just also, I mean, to me, it all gets very emotional when when I look at my team and I start. I think about obviously my dad who can't be there, and also my family back at home in Belgium and in the States as well, everybody who supports me there. And I think it's something that I can't wait to be done with all respect, to be done with the interviews and go out to dinner and just have a nice celebration with my team, because I'm out on court by myself, but obviously it's not just me who's in charge of all this. I mean, I have a lot of hard workers within my team who try to help me achieve my goals.
These titles, I'm sure, can get sweeter with the passage of time. What do you know now at age 27 as a wife and mother that you didn't know back early in your career when you were winning titles?
I mean, the biggest difference I think that I feel personally is that I don't get overwhelmed by a lot of the nerves. Obviously, it's different when you're 18, 19, 20 years old and you're in that position, and it can be very overwhelming. But now, I know, and I can really tell myself, okay, it's just like another tennis match. There's a lot more. Obviously you can win that title, but it is a tennis match. It has to be played, and in the past I think everything around it kind of just overwhelmed me a little bit.
And you've had a great kind of relationship and love affair in a way with the Australian public. What did it feel tonight to be able to stand up there and thank them for their years of support?
It was very special, and I always felt, even when I lost in the past, I always felt like, I wanted to to also do it for them, because I felt their support and I felt how they've lived it with me, and even when things weren't too good, even last year, people were always like, okay, you can come back, you can win it here one day, and it's nice having that feeling that when you come to a country that is, to me, very far away from home, feel that support, and so it is great. And so now, I'm happy that in this way I can make some people happy and give something back.
It's a pretty great ending to a trip to Melbourne that began with a pretty bizarre episode. You arrived here with a broken tooth to play this Grand Slam and had to find an emergency dentist.
Yeah, and it happened at the airport in Sydney when I just lost my final. We flew to Melbourne, and at the airport in Sydney, I actually chipped my front tooth. And so I got to the airport, we're waiting for our luggage, and all the people were like, "Oh, good luck for Melbourne. Good luck. You can do it." And I was like, thank you. Like, I couldn't even open my mouth. I was so embarrassed. And then the WTA, the tour, they found me a dentist who was able to, within the hour that I got to Melbourne, to help me out. And he said, and he's like, he didn't want to get paid for it or anything. And he just said, if you win it, just mention me. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. Never thinking that I would be in that position. But I was happy I was able to do it.